Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week. Ladies and gentlemen, both and neither, it's that time of the week we like to celebrate. Facebook for the Blind, a show for the visually and Facebook impaired. I am your never again humble host, Eric Sizemore, joined by my beautiful co-hosts. This week, we have Quiet Michael LeBune.
Hi, Eric.
And the Midwest class squatch himself, Andrew T.
Hey!
How y'all doing?
And special guest dial it in from the Bay Area. Yes, it's true. Brain damage. Oh man, I don't know what happened. Oh, there we go. Brain damage. Woo!
All right, Brain.
And they are gonna have some funny memes for you. But first, a trademarked, patented, very necessary, essential part of every single episode of Facebook for the Blind. You know it. You love it. You know what I'm talking about. That's right. I'm talking about where to put it? Oh.
What are you talking about, Eric?
What
the hell are we talking about?
The depressing news.
Oh, we're number one in depressing news, actually.
Yep, we got a sound effect for it and everything. It goes. Nah, nah.
That's terrible.
Your fucking idea. You give me a better sound.
I just don't think we should call it a sound effect if it's just going to be one of us going doo doo.
He actually adds the hold on. He actually adds the in post. He actually does something. There it is.
Motherfuckers.
Why are you motherfucking me? You're the one who didn't push the button. Rock and roll. What's depressing this week? Don't talk about that one thing. I can't.
My God, there's so many goddamn things that are depressing. Hey, but by the way, Biden says he's hoping for a new ceasefire deal by Monday as talks in Qatar continue. So, you know, I'm trying to believe. Most importantly,
it's going to be way better than the last ceasefire because the last ceasefire fucking wasn't one. So that would be great.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think the last time they had a ceasefire, like maybe one of the 20 hospitals in Gaza was still operating, but that hasn't been true in weeks. So, motherfuckers. Most importantly, of course, John Oliver offered Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas $1 million a year to resign.
Yeah.
You know, I thought was absolutely fantastic. It was just like, you know what? If corruption is just like out in the open and we're all doing it, fuck yeah. Of course, Oliver, he was just like, I know you're thinking, what would my friends say if I take this offer? Well, that's the beauty, Clarence. If they're real friends, they'll love you no matter. No matter if you're Supreme Court interested or not. That's how you tell if they're your real friends. Fuck, I love that man. It's been an amazing week. Hey, and the Santa Cruz Sentinel happened to pick up on this. Apparently, Tesla called in an order for 4,000 pies.
Yeah.
And then canceled.
Oh.
Like, dude, what is it with everything Elon touches?
Congratulations, Tesla. You are the dickhead of the week.
I know, it's just like more people will come if there's punch and pie, and you fuck that up. Anyway, blowing my damn mind. In Chicago, they are looking at thunderstorms and tornado warnings all the way across the northern part of our state until 10 p.m. Got tornado watches in effect. They're talking about hail, and I'm talking big hail, like softball hail, crazy hail, weather hail coming down all across from Kankakee up through the lake areas there. And satellite radar, of course, here today we hit, I don't know, 72 degrees or something like that. I think the high for today in Illinois is 73, so almost did it. And tomorrow there'll be snow. So that's getting that snow up there in South Canada, Mary?
Yeah, we got a little snow.
Did you? Oh,
yeah, a little dust up. Not a big deal, but yeah.
All right.
Y'all are near the North Pole. You're supposed to be getting snow. This is bullshit.
Anyway.
The North Pole is actually south of here.
Yeah. It is the talk of the town. The cashiers at Ruler Foods, they were all saying, man, this weather today is so nice. And then I'd say, yeah, but it's supposed to snow tomorrow. And they'd be like, man, the weather's weird on every register. That's what's happening. Guys, I don't know if you were following this thing, but the Comey-led impeachment of Joe Biden has blown up because their star witness, the one Jim Jordan, you remember Jordan, he's the super pasty white one that looks like a loaf of dough come to life. He said this was their most corroborating piece of evidence in the impeachment. Well, that FBI informant was arrested in Las Vegas, and he will be remaining behind bars. A very interesting thing here, too. California judge had to actually pull him in because the Las Vegas one was like, yeah, we could probably let you go. We could probably let you out on your own, man. And then they were like, you know, he lied to the FBI, and he says he's got $6,000, but we just found he's got $6 million. The California judge is like, you send the FBI to Las Vegas and bring him to me. Which I was just like, that is such a dude. That is like an episode of some spy TV show, man. You know, and that he's got this covering on his head. But wouldn't it be more fun if the FBI like tagged him, thrown him in a van? I mean, you know, that's how I'm picturing it going down. So anyway,
we don't root for the FBI, but this story is funny.
No, yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but first off, I don't understand what happened with the FBI. With the FBI guy, I'm sorry, the judge in Las Vegas. It was just like, why would you think it's cool? And then I was like, oh, that's in Nevada, which is not so much a state as just like a state of mind. They don't have laws, so much as like guidelines, you know, just, you know, unenforceable guidelines. If you haven't been there, it's fucking amazing, actually. So here's an interesting one too. The fun thing about all this misinformation is that now Jerry Nadler, who's a senator of, you know, whatever. I mean, they're all dickheads, but this one's, you know, he's doing something interesting. He's saying that a prosecutor in the Justice Department who came back under Trump may have laundered this disinformation from Smirnoff in congressional testimony. So this guy's job in the Department of Justice was to look at this information and vet it. And he was like, oh, yeah, $5 million. Sure. Totally corroborated. Passed it right along. Remember this silly, the 1023 form. They're going to do the 1023 form. And like a 1023 form is just like a big blank note that says anything these yahoos want to say. And then you corroborate it and corroborate it and corroborate it. And this guy in the Justice Department was like, yeah, I just send it on. And Nadler's going, is this guy getting paid by the Russians? Or like... Because he laundered the disinfo. Like, why did he do that? Was it just for the sport? So he says, Mr. Brady appears to have been part of a deliberate plot to launder foreign disinformation through the Department of Justice. And I don't know, but that sounds bad. Like, I don't know, maybe we could get some accountability. How fun would that be? I don't know. You know, I don't know. Could be fun. The biggest story that everybody was talking about this week was the Alabama in vitro fertilization ruling, saying that it was a political gift for Democrats and a headache for Republicans, because Republicans suddenly had to dance around the whole concept of, you know, a fertilized egg. Because, you know, if a fertilized egg is a child, then either all those eggs are children and we can claim them on our tax forms, or we can now put our children into the freezer. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot. Anyway, but it was really fun to watch it. And especially this Nikki Haley here. Don't know if you're aware of it, but she had her child through IVF. So keep that in mind when you hear her like spinning wildly. Remember, Nikki Haley couldn't quite remember why South Carolina got into the Civil War. I mean, do you remember this? It's just fun to watch them dance. It just really, you know, it makes me, it's just interesting. So, okay. So, I also found out some fun stuff here. Apparently Elon Musk is moving his company, Tesla, SpaceX. SpaceX was based in Delaware. I don't know if you're aware of this, but Delaware is the most corporation-friendly state in the United States. That's what it's always set out to do. Delaware's entire government is at DuPont Circle. And if that doesn't tell you who runs that state, Fun story about DuPont. They invented antifreeze because one day they looked out the window and they said, huh, wonder why the river's not frozen. Then they decided to bottle their waste. Yeah, DuPont. Anyway, so moving out of Delaware, which was the home base, to Texas, because they are getting a new Governor Abbott friendly court installed there, one that won't have any juries or any peers at all. So Elon Musk, who just like lost his $56 billion compensation out of that Delaware court, the most corporate friendly in the United States, let's remember, didn't get his billions. He's like, screw it. I'll go down to a justice system controlled by Greg Abbott and get my $56 billion. So that's terrible. And that's happening. And speaking of different sets of rules for billionaires, of course, everybody's very excited about the $6,422 billion that Trump is going to owe in all of his various things that are all coming due. But did you notice that the SEC has greenlit Trump's Truth Social's public offering? And I don't know if you know anything about Wall Street, but this is a fun way for billionaires to launder hundreds of millions of billions of dollars into this asshole's pockets and take care of their own. This literally could happen any day now. Any day now. They could be like, yes, let's IPO it and let's allow bajillions of dollars to flow into there. And nobody's talking about it. I'm like, oh my God, can we get some laws? Trump, as a historians, voted him the worst president. And this is the Double Simpsons meme where he's just saying he's the worst president so far. So just bear that in mind. So yeah, you had
We can do worse.
Yeah, we could do worse.
I believe in us.
That's true. You know what? You know what, Michael? Now that you say that, I believe we can too.
Yeah, we can go lower.
We could totally do that.
Got a
Oh, I
Medicaid.
don't want to.
That's so awesome. That is so awesome. U.S. intelligence has cast doubt on Israeli claims about UNRWA Hamas links. I don't know if you remember that, but they've now defunded all of the people that are, were like feeding the people of Gaza because they said there were spies in there that worked for Hamas. Yeah, it turns out they can't really show that that's happening. I was going to show you this from As Central because you got a new comic lineup in your Arizona Central. They got rid of Doonesbury, saying that they wanted to make room for fresh blood like Marmaduke reruns and Peanuts from the 50s. Later on, I'll show you the Doonesbury that they blew out there. Pretty interesting article in the Washington Post that's just worth the headline: how everything became a psyop for conservative media. It's not just Taylor Swift. Remember, Taylor Swift was a Pentagon psyop. If your girls had turned over to them, that was a Pentagon psyop. Anyway, the QAnon theories keep flowing, but right-wing pundits are branding everything from climate change to the Hunter Biden laptop as a psyop and just a conspiracy-tinged spiral. So, hey, Michael, you're right. You're right. Everything is just spiraling downward. That's fun. That's true. Now, for every news break, we like to close out with a heartwarming animal story. In the real news, they have a puppy or something like that. But I don't have anything like that. I do have this from the beauty of planet Earth. Just under Antarctica's ice, they have now found a nesting ground with 60 million fish nests.
Woo!
I just wanted to do that to see if I could really articulate fish nests.
I think you pulled it off.
Thank you. Meanwhile, in China, this is pretty fun. An international team of scientists has released images of what they say is a 240 million year old aquatic reptile fossil that resembles the long snake-like features of the mythical Chinese dragon. So, in honor of the year of the wooden dragon, a 240 million year old aquatic reptile fossil that resembles the long snake-like features and last but not least, found this one on ABC News, and it's apparently ants like to pirouette. Did you know that? They look like they're in the Russian ballet. So these are two ants that running in the Caters News Agency and just spinning on one toe, arms in the air, just as graceful as can goddamn be. And I'm saying, why are you learning this news from Facebook for the Blind? Why isn't this on the mainstream media? That concludes news from Facebook for the Blind for February 20th. 2024. Now, on to my beautiful co-host, Quiet Michael Labune, for a nice, purportedly average size round one.
That's wrong, Eric. Here comes my big long round one. Starting with Millennial Misery, friend of the show, and just sort of how we are these days. Millennial Misery. It says, quick question for the ancestors. What made you think that this look was a vibe? And I want you to know that I reject the word ancestors here. And here we have three young men wearing outfits that I used to own. These are
I'm right there with you, bud.
huge, like 50-inch leg Jinko jeans and skinny tees. And the guy in the middle, he didn't even wear a t-shirt. You know what though? I'll be honest with you, he doesn't have to. So there's no laws that says he has to. Fucking ancestor my ass. I'm 40. Okay. Feisty Soul Tribe, the group. Friend of the show, Feisty Soul Tribe, the group. It's got a picture of Krusty's light and fluffy buttermilk pancake mix. This one's party size. That's circled in the picture, and it says, what the fuck do you mean party size? Who's having pancake parties, and why have I not been invited?
I didn't know I needed a pancake party till I needed a pancake party.
That's exactly right. Molly Goodfellow, friend of the show, Molly Goodfellow.
Hey, Molly.
She says, I put this in my calendar like 2 years ago as a joke, but boy. And you see that she put as an all-day event, process trauma, and then in parentheses, pandemic.
Oh.
Totally Awesome 80s, friend of the show, Totally Awesome 80s. You can see that this one was attached to the song Mother by Danzig. It says, maybe my mom was right all those years ago. Maybe I won't be happy until someone loses an eye. Maybe that's what's been missing. I think I only have two more for this round. Here's a picture of Skeletor, and it says, I quit using meth for good. Now I use it for evil. And my last meme for round one, keeping the whole in wholesome. Who is this a picture of? Is this a picture of Dale? Is this a little Raise Hell, Praise Dale?
This is Dale Earnhardt.
Raise Hell, Praise Dale says, it's about time we had a drunk driving president. Post in the chat if you agree. And that's all I got for round one. I think I'm kicking it over to Brain. What do you got this week, Brain? Welcome to the show. You've been to the show. Welcome to the dais. Welcome back to the dais.
Hey.
So many new buttons that okay. Let's see, we got this. We got Gambit, Beast, and Professor X here, and somebody saying, "Where the fuck is my W2, Charles?" I'd like the picture. It's Beast, but I don't have my good English accent going yet. Here we have the Grim Reaper on a plane.
Whoa.
Everybody's freaked out. And then but he says, "Relax, I'm here for the pilot." Here we have 4 dragons at a round table. The blue one says, "You leave the party." Your wife says, "Why did you joke about my hair?" The yellow dragon says, "You're so dead." The red dragon says, "Come on, high roll, avoid an argument." At the bottom, dragons.
It took a minute.
Dragon nerds love to play houses and humans.
Yeah.
Then we have offthemark.com posted some cats with the one in line with one with a balloon, and then there's 3 in line with a balloon, and the 4th one has a stick and a blindfold, and there are 3 parrots in a bird cage, and one says, I don't like the looks of this. And they're definitely going to be opinion. Eric, I wanted you to read this one.
Okay. We have a bunch of letters that are military letters, and they're personified. They're wearing army helmets, and the commander is standing over a map, and he says, "The consonants seem to know our every move. There may be a double agent among us. Why, looks really nervous.
And here we have two trees and a tree stump. One tree is more than a book. And he says, pains me to say it, but Greg is much more interesting as a book.
Oh, fuck.
Here we have an owl on the tree with a, what is this thing called? Xylophone?
Accordion.
Accordion. Okay, thank you. And it says, might as well face it, I'm addicted to bugs. And at the bottom, it
Weird
says,
Al
Weird
Yankovic.
Owl Yankovic.
Oh my god.
Here we have two flies. The second fly has a picture, taking a picture of a poop of grandma walking the dog. The dog just pooped. And the boyfriend fly tells the girlfriend fly, well, I'm gender role assuming. Yes, I am. Do you really have to post everything we eat on Instagram? Here we have a spider with two pieces of luggage on a leaf. And he says, always so much to do after vacation. And there's just like 1,000.
That's awesome.
That's cool. Here we have two cats, and one says, so I walked across the bed, jumped on the floor, ran down the stairs, sprinted into the kitchen, hopped up on the counter, and found out he was opening a can of corn. And the other cat says, I hate that. And let's, we'll just change dimensions. And here we have two seagulls, and one says, so I swooped down, grabbed the bag off the beach towel, fins off 5 other gulls, only to find out, bag of kale chips. That's the worst. And here we have an insect party, and it's we have a ladybug, a fly, a mosquito, a pincher bug, a bee, and a spider. And it says not reading the room, and the ladybug is the only one happy. It says, isn't it great when you land on a human, they get all happy? Here we have, I think this is Taylor Swift. The thing is too. Oh wait, I can see it. All right.
Yeah.
So nerd fans in
Yeah.
SA says did not know she was a Canadian. It is a picture of Taylor Swift on a building, but one spot is missing because there are windows. So half of her head is above the windows, and the other half with her bottom half of her mouth is below the window. And it looks exactly like Terrence and Phillip from South Park.
Yep.
Get your fucking face, or go fucker. This one's for Eric. Classic rock memes. So
Hey,
when you
hey.
ask a DJ if they play an instrument, and it has Kurt Cobain holding a giant USB. What do you like? You call it something else. We call it thumb drives around here.
Yeah.
Sure. My dad calls them thumb screws.
We call them drugs.
I think this is my last one. We got what's cooking Italian cuisine posted like oh no and a laugh and 2 chickens, and it has 2 chickens sitting in their hen thing, and one is knitting and a bunch of eggs are coming out, and the other one looks like her belly's hurting and no eggs are coming out, and the cow says to a pig, the poor girl's out of egg, and the pig says, Hannah pause.
Oh my god.
I'll give it back to you, Shady.
Oh my! Thanks for leaving me on that one. All right. It's time once again for TD's often imitated, never duplicated, short round 1, brought to you by the dog lady in my lap. Okay.
Which dog is it?
It
We
was
need to know the
Mavis.
brand. What
It was
brand?
Mavis, the young pit bull.
Okay.
Fun.
Young pit bull. What a brand.
Yeah, the young pit bull, the old pit. Okay, anyway. All right, starting to sucker off here. We got friend of the show and Eric's former employer, The Onion. It's got a picture of Clarence Thomas looking like a dumbass Clarence Thomas. And it says, breaking news, Clarence Thomas announces 50% discount on all favorable rulings. He's running a sale. Okay, next up. Strictly Christo says fix it for you, and it's a billboard for that tangerine traitorous douchebag. And it's got some words spray paint on it, so It says, chosen by God, damn idiots, to lead America to destruction. Fixed it for you.
That's nice. I like that. That's the kind of project I could do, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's just some cardboard. I got that in the garage.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, we can pull this off. All right, friend of the show and my former coworker, Chandler Schmidt,
Hey, Chandler.
post from anti-QAnon memes. Post this there, says, y'all not about to tell me these don't go hard AF. And it's a picture of those stupid Trump shoes. And some dude named Eric Shoemaker says, Reebok is fast, Nike is faster, but these are the fascist.
Well done. Well
Well
read,
done.
sir.
Well done.
It's a good
Tight
joke.
Ah.
Moving on.
Tight joke.
Ha
I can't believe it. Another one. He's getting political this week. Who would have thunk it? Friend of the show, Anita Marie Echeverria, comment says these are so familiar, and it's the Donald Trump shoes. They're on a pair of like clown shoes. Series the 1 of 10, $3,999. The fuck, man.
You. By the way,
All right,
I don't know if you heard, but
Nope.
it's at least $400. None of them exist yet. They're shipping in June, and there are no refunds.
No, yeah, no, this is legit. Okay, moving on.
I want to
Got a couple left here. World of Wacky Illinois History, friend of the show. It says looters have it easy today. It was a lot harder to run with a cool color TV in 1968. And it's one of those really long, like 6 foot long fucking console TVs with the speakers built in. It probably has a record player in it too, and weighed like 17 metric tons.
Heavy.
Those things are
It took like
classy.
8 guys
still
and a
think-
case of beer to move it.
Yeah.
I still
Oh
think
yeah,
they
I
look
want
classy.
one. I want one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would totally get one rebuilt if I had the money.
Did I tell you? You know what I would like is
Okay.
like if you live in a bad neighborhood with a lot of gunfire, you put that on the outside wall. That's solid right there, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can fortify behind that thing.
Yeah. That's right. A lot of this modern furniture. I don't want gunfire.
Oh yeah,
you don't want to hop behind IKEA.
You can't barricade the door from the zombie apocalypse with a Schubendruben from IKEA.
Nope, not at all.
Not the Schuben, the Schubendruben. All right, moving on. This is the last one I got for the short round one from friend of the show, friend of the universe, friend of you and me, Jason Jester. And he posted a picture here of the Ultimate Warrior looking like the Ultimate Warrior. And if you ever watched wrestling in 1992, you know what the fuck I just said. And it says, when you step in something wet while wearing socks, and it's the Ultimate Warrior screaming into the air. Yeah, I'm with you on this one, dude. I mean,
Right.
if I'm lucky, like only a little bit of one of my, never mind. You get that joke later. I only have half a foot on one foot. Get it? All right. Yeah, that's all I got for the short round one. Over to you, Mr. Sizemore.
Absolutely lovely. And now for the last quarter of the first round, ostensibly the wholesome round, but that's pretty much just branding at this point. So, ignore. Hey, I wanted to remind you, Brain and Diane, that a year ago, you guys were so excited about Cocaine Bear. Remember Cocaine Bear?
Yeah. Love that movie.
Yeah, so this is a nice photo edits by Sean, and we have Fozzie Bear pasted over Al Pacino in Scarface with the M16 there, and just like
I still say Cocaine Bear got snubbed for Best Picture this year.
I still say waka waka waka. I remember I told Diane, I was like, Diane, actually, Attack of the Meth Gator is supposed to be better. And she's like, holy shit, this is real. Yeah. It's all real. These are real movies about a real problem. Don't flush your meth, people. Tell your Here we have a picture from Corey Showtime Robinson, couple characters from the comedy thriller Zoolander with Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson. And Ben Stiller is making the blue steel face, and it says, Apple's $3,500 augmented reality. And Owen Wilson is labeled $20 worth of mushrooms. Speaking of
Old
money,
school AI.
Speaking of money, probably the most popular post that I had this week, not the post with the most, but one of them is one I made, just says, it's a 2-panel Bart Simpson. He says, I have to pay $642 million. And Homer says, 642 million so far. Here's a picture from Ms. Betty Bowers, America's best Christian. She says, visiting this Alabama orphanage. And she's
Oh.
aisle.
That's great.
That's eggs. Ostensibly wholesome. Halfway through the round, friend of the show, JB, Jason Brown, down there in Florida, posts this picture of a guy. He's wearing like a cool jacket and a belt, but he doesn't have a shirt. And it says, listen, bro, when we ride in my 1982 gold Pontiac Firebird, we're listening to the 1984 #1 hit song Jump by Van Halen and running over every neo-Nazi we can find. Posted in Johnny Cash's Cornbread and Guillotines. And if you're not following Johnny Cash's Cornbread and Guillotines, why are you traveling to 2 places to get your cornbread and guillotines? Don't know if you guys followed this story, but a cop emptied his entire clip on a suburban street after hearing an acorn strike his car.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many people thought of dodgeball and the quote, so anyway, I started blasting. And in case you're unfamiliar, here's a 2-panel here. We got an acorn salesman in the cartoon about to slap the roof of the car. The cop is talking to, says, slaps the roof of the car, acorn. And we have Danny DeVito going, so anyway, I started blasting with 2 guns up. Got about 2 more here. From friend and founding zaddy of the show, George Hussein Cruikshank.
We don't say that.
Reposting Ben Cohen, posting at Unique Dude 2, says, at the art museum with my newborn son, baby. Dada, me. It's impressionist, you stupid baby.
Oh.
That's a deep cut joke.
That's from memes to discuss in therapy. And if you're not getting memes to discuss in therapy, what kind of memes are you discussing in therapy? And
Kind of a bougie. It's kind of a bougie joke.
finally,
Yeah.
wrapping up the wholesome round, we have here a picture of a red dodgeball. And it says, you can't hear a picture, the picture.
I don't know. I don't know that.
So funny, man. Every American I've showed this to understood implicitly, boom, and ting, 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 ting.
Mhm.
People commented, I can feel it on my cheek.
Oh yeah.
Did I have like second metal?
No, it's rubber. I mean, ostensibly.
Yeah, like the same kind of rubber they make fire hoses out of.
And the amazing thing is,
Okay.
there are a lot of grade school boys who apparently just were raised on hugely hormonally infused beef that can whirl these suckers at speeds that the Safety Bureau never thought of.
You just described my entire high school football team.
Right now, how many of you can smell this?
Yeah.
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 All right, we're running the full sensory gamut that the blind cannot experience. Ha ha ha. Sorry, I don't know. It's Facebook with voice.
Dude, I took one of those dodgeballs straight to the fucking mouth. Like
Ooh.
just
Oh yeah.
boom.
Oh.
filled my face, and it knocked my head back so fast that the ball went straight up in the air toward the ceiling. Like my face changed the trajectory at a 90-degree angle. And so then I thought, oh, I can catch it and get the asshole out. But when I tried to catch it, it went right through my arms just as my nose started bleeding.
Oh.
I was just such a fucking nerd, man. Like there was just no way to get ahead in gym class. All right.
What do you mean was?
Touche.
Zing, pow.
Hey, TD, before I kick this one off, do you know who this character is? Can you see it?
It looks a bit like a Cowboy Bebop character.
That could either it could be an alternate version of Red
Robin?
Hood from
Yeah,
DC
That's actually
or
what I think, too.
Nightwing
I
or
think
something.
it looks like an anime Red Hood is what it looks like. But anyway, he's a real tough guy with a mask on, kind of a supervillain look, and it says Sunday mornings, low key, worse than 9/11. Moving on to round 2, the irrelevant round. We have Trash Can Paul. Trash Can, we love you. We couldn't do the show without you. Keeping it trashy. Here we have a picture of Comer Elementary School, and right next to it, we have one of those photo enforcement cameras. And Trash Can says, I don't know who needs to hear this, but photo enforcement cameras hold 5.5 pounds of copper. Here's a picture of Joe Biden, Chad, talking to Jesus, and Joe Biden says, "Stop giving me your toughest battles," and Jesus says, "They're stairs, Joe." Hey, I'm gonna need somebody to help me out with this second guy's name. I know this is Post Malone. Who's
Jelly
standing
Roll.
next to him? Jelly
His name is
Roll.
Jelly Roll.
God
Wonderful
damn,
human
T,
being.
you are amazing.
Vinyl Ranch says, I'm going to tell my brother's kids this was Merle Haggard and George Jones. I have 3 more for this round. Here's a picture of like a senior picture or like a yearbook photo. And her name is Ashley. And she says, when I die, I want the people I did group projects with to lower me into the ground so they can let me down one last time.
Well,
I like her. She holds a grudge. Oh, Eric, I need you to read this one, brother.
they really had to add this sign at the library return. It said, "Notice, please yell not a squirrel" when opening the book drop, so we know you're a human and not a squirrel trying to steal Keith's lunch.
And my last meme for this round comes from Gringo Star. And there's a photo, and then it says first moon landing in over 50 years. Some of these new images are absolutely amazing. And then when you look, it's just a picture of a tortilla with a black background. And my favorite part of this is that there's 99,000 likes.
You know what? I never
And
believed
that's
in
all I
them
got.
being able to. I never thought they could fake the moon landing, but now that you showed me that,
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. Anyway, that's it for round 2, the irrelevant round for me. Back to you, Brain Damage.
oh my god, I don't have to do
All right.
anything after Michael. I'm tensing
Here
up.
I have an octopus with something on his face and a shark. And the octopus says, "Whoa, this is VR 3D headset. This is underwater. This is immersive experience. It's like totally realistic." And the shark says, dude, that's a diver's mask." Here we have Soundwave, and he says, "More of Ravage," and Ravage is just chilling halfway in, halfway out. Man. Here we have a guillotine with some nice googly eyes and some pink cheeks and a nice little face, and it says, "Guillotine has the huggies for politicians."
I just like to state for the record that you can buy that. You can buy that from me. I'll sell you a guillotine. I'll sell you guillotine buttons.
Yeah, he's got these ones too.
I know. I did that one just for you.
I love you so much.
I wanted to use the voice. So I was like, nah, I can't.
Aww.
Here we have 4 bottles of wine, some spots on there, two corks, and a twisty top. And one of the corks is saying to the other one, "Great, somebody brought the cheap stuff." And the twisty top dude is just looking like,
Dude, if that was mine, that's a Boone's farm cap.
hey, I ain't got nothing on it. Me and Diane drink our shit out the box, okay? Yeah, seriously. Here we have Tyler Durden smiling, and he looks like he's like chewing on something. And it says, "When someone calls you crazy, but they've never seen you when you're crazy." This meme speaks to my soul, so I just had to do it. And then here we have two giraffes sitting in a room on two chairs. One of them has band-aids across the face. The other one has a black eye and a band-aid across the nose. There's a box on the floor that says ceiling fan, and the ceiling fan is going above them. And the first giraffe says, "Fine, we'll get an air conditioner." Here we have a mother reading a bedtime story of Sleeping Beauty to her daughter or son. I can't tell. Let's just go with they, them. And they, them says, "Did they try frying bacon to wake her up?" I would have went with a blunt, but hey, he's throwing. Here we have a coffee pot and a tea kettle, and the coffee pot looks angry, and the tea kettle looks like, "What?" And the coffee pot is saying, "Yeah, I get it. It's hot, but you don't hear me screaming every time." Here we have a bunch of cave women. One has a rock, and then one has a log going upside another one's head. There's another one going upside with a rock's head, and the one with the log is going, "Pilfer!" Here we have a triceratops on a keyboard with a big monitor, and it says Triceratops in search of Tricerabottoms.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Here we have Weed Humor with a laughy face, and a little girl that looks like she's saying, "What the?" And so it says, "Doctor, how many times do you get high a day?" Me, "I don't know. I'm a stoner, not a fucking accountant." Big bug hunt. I'm just fucking all kinds of tongue twister today. And it has a laughy and a bee and a laughy, and there's two beekeepers in a room, and one says, "Excuse me, I ordered a dozen bees. You gave me 13." And the other beekeeper says, "That's a free bee." And there's like a squirrel in the corner, and he says, "She's a keeper." That's it for me for this round. Wait, okay. Since I moved the bar, it was almost too far for me to look for it. I like beekeeper humor because I know nothing about beekeepers.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's TD.
Okay. Yeah. Time for TD's round 2, or as I like to call it, the inebriated round, because maybe I am.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Coincidence?
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Okay. Okay, first up for the inebriated round, we got Wholesome Comics, and it's two fish swimming together, and they're talking, and the first fish goes, "Beth broke up with me." Second fish is like, "Well, you know what they say, there are plenty of humans on land." And the first fish goes, "You know what, you're right." And it shows two guys swimming in the ocean, and one of them goes, "I think a fish just swam into my butthole." I thought you liked that one. All right, moving on. Okay, timeout on high. My wife actually sent me this. My wife Mary sent me this, and it's someone hates their mids. someone commented, if you smoke marinara, feel free to unfriend me. Mad emojis and shit. Someone goes, I only smoke mozzarella. Another guy goes, tripping my balls on some ranch right now. They're from the Midwest.
Jeez.
All right, next up. There we go. In front of the show, Satan.
Hail
What
Satan.
up?
Dude, can you? What happened to the resolution? I can't even read this.
That's what you want me to do, Satan here?
Yeah, I can't read. I can't
Just
make any of the words.
Just caption, me neither, train, me neither. And the train says, I don't know. The destination. I don't know. Me neither.
There it goes. Now I can read it.
Aw.
That's funny because when
Yeah,
T
weird.
said,
All right,
I
moving
can't
on.
read it, I said me neither.
Nice. Friend of the show, I like food at Messed Up Foods. Got a receipt, dine in from server Jessica A. And they ring in one pina colada, quote unquote, extra creamy. I don't fucking know. That's just what he said he wanted. I guess that whip before you blend it. I don't fucking know. I hate it here. They have been in food service far too long. All right, next up. ADHD memes. It's got that two panel of that one guy from The Office, Krasinski. It says ADHD is like having the best idea and then he's just sitting next to a blank whiteboard. Yep.
What's his name?
John Krasinski is the actor's name. I don't know his character on the show.
Ted Kaczynski.
I'm moving you on.
All right, moving on. Friend of the show once again, Jason Jester. He says this is what happens when you put a penny in a microwave for 2 minutes, and it's a very, very minuscule little penny knockoff next to a penny. And someone's commented, "You just made me start a fire in the house." Some people are stupid. All right, moving on. Friend of the show, Kristen Yanakis.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a big old glass drink cooler full of water and sliced up bananas. And yeah, you heard that right. Sliced up bananas. And it just says banana water. And white people making with something. It says, I just know white people were involved. I will admit it was probably somebody that looks like me. Just throwing it out there.
Somebody did this to trigger you.
Somebody did it to trigger everyone.
Listen, I'm so white, I would fucking drink it. I saw this and I was like, my
I'm
first
not
thought.
saying I don't want to try a glass of this shit. I'm just saying, how dare you?
At first,
All
I
right.
thought it was donuts in there. I'd do that
All
too.
right.
Shit.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
All right, all
I'd be
right.
down
This
for
is
donut water.
this is way better than the raisins in potato salad. Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I like
right,
raisins and
right.
potato salad too. God damn it!
Jeez.
I think they're kind
Bullshit.
of fun.
This-
I do.
that's
Bullshit.
the first time I've
Hit
ever
it
heard
with
somebody
the
ask
with the
something like that.
paprika,
Dude, that's,
cayenne. It's not that hard.
it's supposed to be a joke. You're not supposed to do it. What is wrong with you?
I'm not saying. Do I look like somebody who takes the time to make potato salad? I'm talking about at the potluck at these white churches. There was always a white woman who brought potato salad with raisins. It's real. And let me tell you
Oh,
something.
shit.
I don't mind it.
Oh
I don't
my
mind it.
god.
Yeah. That's right. I said it.
No.
And
I like
why
the paprika better, but I'll have the raisin potato salad. I don't give a fuck.
See-
What you guys think you're so fucking fancy?
See, that's where I got lucky, because since most potato salad has egg in it, and I hate eggs, I didn't have to eat the raisins in it until my grandma's best friend and her potato salad was fucking garbage.
Wait, you hate eggs? Which side of this Alabama IVF thing are you on, TD? You hate eggs?
Oh, no.
Yo,
I
what the
plead the
fuck is wrong
fifth.
again?
Moving on.
Alright,
Damn.
TD's the only person I know who's actually pro-abortion. He's
Yeah.
not.
Oh my
he
God.
wants more of them.
Pizza salad.
I like. We should make it so easy to get
He's
these.
not
Like, we should
pro-choice.
encourage it. All right, moving on.
He wants there
Oh.
to be more abortions.
Dude, we could open a chain of them along that border with Indiana. That'd be a good place.
Oh, and you see my relatives be the first in line and be
Kentucky.
shocked when they see my face. All right, moving on.
What's across from Paducah, Kentucky? That's gonna be a good one.
Metropolis,
yeah.
Illinois.
All right, this is the last one I got for round 2 here. You know what? I would like Labune to do this one, please.
Got it. Great British memes. I don't like the words great and British next to each other, but Great British Memes says, do it. We see Dr. Laura Eastlake. There's a picture of Kikkoman soy sauce and it's empty. And Dr. Laura says, the big bottle of soy sauce is empty. In her chaos voice. Fill it full of Diet Coke and casually sip from it in staff meetings just to freak people out. I'm down with this.
I'll let you know I almost have an empty bottle of soy sauce. This will be going to
All right, I want to throw that into the crossover episode somehow, my friend.
Okay. No problem. But yeah, that's all I got for round 2, the inebriated round. Because guess what? I am. Over to you, Sizemore.
Shocker.
I know. No one saw that. Call me M. Night Shyamalan. No one saw that twist.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
I think it's
Okay.
pronounced Shamalamalan.
Shimmerlin Ding Dong?
It's not Shamalama Ding Dong.
Oh.
You guys will tack a dig dong on anything. I notice is what's happening.
Yes, because I have the maturity of a 6-year-old.
You got a ding dong, you're just slapping it around on things.
Will not be touching any ding dongs, okay?
Oh, you're
You don't
far
make the rules.
Yeah,
You're not the boss of me. You're not the boss of me.
yeah. And you know what, Lorna? I'm doing it because I want to and not because you told me to, okay? So we're clear. All right, coming to the irreverent round 2, brought to you by Vote Loki. That's right, Loki, God of Chaos.
I have this comic book.
Believe with lie clearly highlighted. You know, right out in the open. Not like some of those other guys who hide it, if you know what I'm saying. Loki for president, vote Loki, because the other 2 guys are old, but are they old enough? Friend of the show, Kim Seaver at Kim_Seaver says, our 13-year-old, what class are we? Me, what do you mean? You know, like lower class, middle class, upper class. Oh, we're working class. Those other classes were made up by the owning class to divide the working class.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that one got quite a bit of traffic on my page. And of course, the ultimate response from The Simpsons, the 2 alien king and queens, and it says, why does the working class, the larger of the 2 classes, not simply eat the rich? Which is always, you know, it's just a good question right there. Friend of the show and founding Zaddy, George Hussein Cruikshank.
Stop. We don't do that.
Joy Clarkson, reposting George Clarkson at Joy Ness the Brave, who says, you are not a machine. You are more like a garden. You need different things on different days. A little sun today, a little less water tomorrow. You have fallow and fruitful seasons. It's not a design flaw. It is wiser than perpetual sameness. What does your garden need today? And that was posted by Cheerful Nihilism. And who said, but things would be so much simpler in a mechanistic universe. And it's like, it would be much simpler in a mechanistic universe. So a lot of people on this post were saying, so what is your garden getting? And I said, I don't know what it needs, but all I'm getting is manure. Lots of manure. You see my
garden
arm.
needs a cigarette. What does that mean?
Oh, do you need me to take care of your garden?
Oh.
This next one's from a friend of the show, Goonie Jace Jameson, and says the Human Torch was denied a bank loan from Sunny Side Up. in Escovedo at Brose. My God, it's a lot of attributions. Before memes, guys used to sit around in a circle and loudly quote Anchorman at each other for literal years.
It's true.
You know, so
I hate how true that is.
yeah, just be
Simpler
grateful.
times.
Be grateful. Be grateful. Friend of the show, Mike Ingram for everyone who is in Chicago. And if you're not following Mike Ingram for everyone, why? He's for everyone. Anyway, he says, oof, hard to reel that one back in. Siege at Siege Joiner says, I said some terrible things about a coworker's newborn when she called it a week-old baby, and I thought we were roasting it. About halfway through the irreverent round with dad jokes at Dad Say Jokes. It says, my mother-in-law sent me this shirt all the way from England, and it has a W and an anchor on it. It says, she must really like me. I think it's from a yacht club. Did I add that for a little more British flavor in the show? Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Here's a chalk sign outside of a cafe. It says, never blame someone else for the road you're on. That's your own asphalt.
I'm bumping it now.
Meanwhile, over in FB4tB, a weekly memecast, and if you're not on Facebook following FB4tB, a weekly memecast, yes, you are, you liars. That's where we put all the dirty stuff. Anyway, Middle-Aged Riot at Middle-Aged Riot says, the same people who want to make English the official language think that an apostrophe is somebody who followed Jesus. Posted by Joel Kleinschmidt at Anti-QAnon Memes. And if you're not following Anti-QAnon Memes, where are you building up your resistance? Got about 3 more here for this round. Marcellus Fauci again with a picture of Jesus, and it said, Jesus paying for the sins of everyone is an insult to those who paid for their own sins.
You know, I'm no boomer, but as someone who's paid for a lot of my sins, I gotta say, some of y'all have been getting off pretty easy. So,
well, take it up with Interfaith Alliance of Chicago, Colorado. They got you back. Here we have a picture of world famous director Werner Herzog, and he's saying, life is a parade of absurdities and pain, and then we die alone in filth. So yes, little girl, I shall buy a box of thin mints. And this next is a close-up on a view of a profile called 10,000 Bees. And it quotes, come outside.
No.
Always like to
falling
end
for that one, Eric.
Not again. Wrapping up the irreverent round 2. Back to you, Quiet Michael.
Let's get this moving. Round 3.
3.
The penultimate round.
Penultimate round, true. That's true.
Yeah, kicking this one off. There's going to be a lot of trash can in this round. Trash can Paul's back.
Hey.
We got a 2-panel here. The first panel is labeled unsuccessful people, and we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bricks of work, all labeled work, stacked on top of this poor person's head. That's an unsuccessful person. Then we see successful people, and this guy has made the bricks into stairs, and he's walking upward, and each brick is labeled gamble, 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 gamble. I just like this one. It's Spirited Justice at Spirited Justice, and I think it's what we usually shoot for. It says, how about y'all be a little softer with one another and a lot harder on the systems?
Yeah. Oh, I like it.
I like this one. It's like a blurry picture of Taylor Swift in the background, and in the fore it says, when you're getting kidnapped, so you tweeted Taylor sucks, so Swifties can track your location faster than the police.
I like it.
Yeah.
This is Trash Can's back for this one. It's a picture of planet Earth from outer space, and it says, pick any object in the world. And then on the next panel, it says, if you pick the ancient Mesopotamian standing worshiper artifact, you lose. So dumb. I have 2 more memes for this round. Here's a picture of Bill Nye the Science Guy putting on some safety
Hey.
goggles, and it says it's think safety next to him, and it's captioned me putting on my safety glasses at the function before turning on the microwave full of silverware and leaving.
Oh.
You made a joke kind of like this last week. I'm starting to worry about you, bro.
I've been looking at a lot of Trash Can Paul and Shithead Steve. All right, my last meme for this round, leaving only my post with the most. What's this guy's name, TD?
Giancarlo Esposito.
Giancarlo Esposito in a suit, and it says, "Take your age. Add 4. That's not your age." And that's all I have for round 3, the penultimate round, leaving only my post with the most. Back to you, Brain.
Oh,
Brain,
I'm
you
not
ready?
here.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. So here we have. Wait, what is this thing here? All right. Dude, what the fuck? Posted. My wife thought I bought the restraints for some fun in the bedroom. Guess who didn't steal the covers and stayed on her side of the bed last night? And here we have. And he is cuddling nice and cozy with the blankets. Diane sent me this today, but rest not assured, fam. I am the restraint woman in this photo. Right? She wants to strangle me for always stealing the blankets. So yes, I am.
I'm with Diane. Sorry.
I am feeling threatened. Okay, sorry. And here we have hood memes. Johnny Bacon posted, "Who trying to make 4K a week? This is not a scam. I'm finna pimp you." And a smiley face. Hood memes again. Johnny Bacon again. If we drinking and I say I can do a backflip, stop me, gang. Hilarious face. Because no, the fuck I can't.
Yeah.
Here we have totally 80s room posted for RoboCop, and it said, "Dude died, but they made him go to work anyway."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead or alive, you're clocking in, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
Ronald
Yeah.
Rowe posted a picture of a bench with a hole in it that says pipe, and there's a hole on the top. Or it is not a bench; it's the table with the bench, and there's a hole on the top of the bench with a starfire like.
That makes it look so much better.
I've been broke, but I've never been used the public bench as a pipe broke.
No shit.
Like,
That's
yeah,
real
you don't
broke.
have a Coke.
And-
You don't have a Coke can.
Right.
You don't have
You
an
didn't have
apple.
an apple? What is wrong with you, my friend?
You
They
don't
were just like, look, we're
know.
just gonna put it here. We chill here every day, anyways. Fuck it.
Although,
Unmitigated comedy.
but to be fair, I
Posted-
love stoner ingenuity.
Mm,
All
yeah,
right.
the
I found my
MacGyvers.
ex-girlfriend's body in the morgue I work at. It was very awkward. And then
Oh.
all commenters are didacted, so I'm just gonna keep reading. It says, "Still giving you the silent treatment, the cold shoulder. Did she ghost you?" All right,
I
here
was
we go.
you in hell. Congratulations.
Just for jokes, she said that she wanted a man that could take her breath away, and so I farted. Now she won't speak to me. Yeah, I cropped this one bad, but I was like, fuck it, I gotta still use it anyway. Hey, and if you trip in the background of this one, the background has Scully faces and it's like purple.
Oh yeah, cool.
My bad. All right, so I had this one ready to go. And then Diane posted it, and it has a picture of an archer looking mad, and he's pointing, and it says "Invention of Archery." Man, I really want to stab this dude, but he way the fuck over there.
Right, that's the one. That's the one I like to use in interviews when they say, "Have you got any weaknesses?" And I'm like, archery, maybe.
Right. No lie. Speaking of archery, today one of my students, and I work in mental health now, so they're all the little loony, right? He tells me, bow and arrows are the worst things ever invented. You could have did that with a slingshot. That's why crossbows are the best.
Scar.
I was like, all right, buddy. Oh, whatever. That's cool. I like crossbows too. Just don't shoot me with one. Here we have the homie Stevie C posted. It's a picture of Skeletor, and it's he's raising his hands in disgust, and it says, "Girlfriend, do these jeans make me look fat? Me, do you promise not to get mad at what I say? Girlfriend, yes, I promise. Me, I smoked crack after work and sold the
The fuck.
Skeletor smoking crack is hilarious.
I didn't think this through. I should have had you there because you got the best Skeletor voice.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Shit. Little tears in my eyes.
Retro Geek posted, "The Force is strong with cuz," and it has Snoop Dogg running in a Jedi suit. It says Star Wars Revenge of the Crypt. He's got a joint in his mouth.
The only thing wrong with this picture is this lightsaber probably, I know he has an affinity for the color blue, but he should probably have a green one to light his blunt with.
And in all honesty, it should say, "The Force is strong with cuz." All right, and here I'm gonna go Star Wars again. Let's see. Are we here? We have a tattoo artist putting a tattoo. I can't read what that says. It's covered up. It's some girl's name. It says, "Man gets woman's name tattooed on him in exchange for lifetime subscription of her OnlyFans." And here we have Anakin Skywalker and Mace Windu, and Mace Windu says, "A simp lord." And I'm pretty sure this is my last one. I can't even read what that says. Who posted this? Some kind of Noah Alacatus. Noah Alacatus. All right, I'm going that.
Nice.
Alec Tass. Noah Alec Tass. I'm gonna go with that one. All right. So it says, "Have you ever been too nice and ended up in a situation that you could have avoided had you just been an asshole?"
Yes.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
knew I should have been an asshole when I was man.
I used to always, I would always have that thought, like after a good party when you're driving home somebody who's definitely going to puke in your car, and you're just like, see, if I was a squeaky clean Christian, I never would have been in that kind of party, and I wouldn't have ended up with this guy in my car. But if I was an asshole, I'd be in bed by now. It's only because you're cruising the middle. Anyway, too funny. TD, it is your round, good sir.
Sweet. It's time for TD's round 3, or as I lovingly call it, let's bring this turkey in.
Let's bring a convoy back to the crib. I'm gonna play this so I keep fucking it up.
Let's get the kumquats to the taxidermy.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah.
We're really fucking hitting on all 8 cylinders tonight.
Just wheel those potatoes into the hole.
All right. Some douchebag named. Yeah, there we go. All right. Some douchebag named Andrew TD. I know that guy. I posted this. I posted this a while back, about 10 years ago. It says, it's from the beer drinking, hell raising country folk, apparently, and it says it's the most interesting man in the world. It says, "I don't always dodge potholes, but when I do, I hit 4 more."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Truth. There's
Hard
magic.
truth. Oh,
There's
so much truth.
magic.
All right, moving on. There we go. Incredible recipe for the show. It says, sometimes before bedtime, I fall asleep on the couch. My little sleep appetizer, my napetizer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do enjoy a good appetizer.
Nice.
Okay, moving on. Nice. Friend of the show, all you can eat. It's a picture of someone holding a bundle of thyme, the herb, and it says, I ran out of food and I had to steal from next door's herb garden. I'm living on borrowed time.
Hey. Hey.
That was for Michael. I did that one for him.
I like
All
it.
right. Thank you. You know what, Michael? What? No, go back one. You skipped. You skipped one.
Oh,
I can read it.
Go
All you can
back.
eat.
Yeah, thank you.
This is it.
Michael, can you do this one, please?
Yep. All you can eat. It says, I used to love eating here until it went under. And you see the name of the restaurant is Thai Tanic. Thai Tanic. It's a reference to that ship that famously went under.
is that his
Yeah.
name? That was his name?
That
Yeah,
was
that's
his
funny.
name.
Yeah, I think James Cameron did a movie about it. I think little independent feature.
Never been a fan of James Caan.
The fuck. Moving on. The fuck. Okay. Friend of the show once again, Kristen. You're not good. Hey, Kristen.
Hey, Kristen.
She posts from All You Can Eat.
Mm.
And it says, instead of a flower girl, I want a Parmesan boy to sprinkle cheese down the aisle at my wedding. And it's a picture of this dude dropping handfuls of cheese in a wedding outdoor thing. Yeah.
Tell you what, that kid looks happy.
Dude, he got a bucket of cheese. That kid's he's fucking peaked right there. Everything gets suckier from here.
I'm gonna give my kid a basket of cheese and say, "Go spread this," and just see if it joy ensues.
Fuck yeah, and my fat will be following with like grilled cheese plate or something. Wait, moving on. Dysfunctional veterans group, friend of mine. It's got a picture of the god from the movie 300, the living god whose name I can't remember.
Xerxes.
Xerxes,
there
that's
you go.
it. And it says, when you supply the fresh memes so others could steal them, and it's Xerxes going, I'm a generous god. Okay, moving on.
These are our memes, comrades.
Oh yeah.
Crap. Here we go.
All right, next up, we got what do we got here? Okay, Mackie Lynn Gaudet. I don't know you. It's a picture. It's a cartoon of a dude sitting in an office of a junkyard, and there's a sign out in front of the junkyard by a gas pump that says, "Send us pictures of your junk and get a free estimate." And it's a guy sitting at the computer going, "Ew." Send us a picture of your junk.
I would reword that sign.
All right, moving on. We got from just wow, and it's a guy sitting at a table eating a hot dog, and all of a sudden his girlfriend comes running out of the ocean, going, "Dave, I've been stung by a jellyfish. Quick, pee on it." So it's the next panel. The guy is peeing on the jellyfish, going, "Take that, you bastard." All right. Next up. Bacon Addicts Anonymous. Hi, I'm a member. So, it's got a picture of a kid looking through a mail slot, and you're on the other side of it. And it says, random act of kindness, feeding bacon slices to our vegan neighbor's toddler through the mail slot. It's not much, but it's honest work. Piss off your local vegan. All right, moving on. Bacon Addicts Anonymous. Once again, I'll see you at the meeting on Wednesday. It's got a picture of a big old pig, and it says, "My daughter's pet pig died. The grieving process was delicious."
Oh.
You realize my food had names growing up, right? I grew all my own food.
And you want us to feel that too?
Yes, it's fucking funny.
Not going to the buffet with you.
I'm
This
only
reminds me of Barney. Fuck off.
Do they have pet names or human names? Either way, that's fine.
both. No context memes. Friend of the show got a picture of some weird, goofy, jacked up Minecraft looking dude.
Well,
And someone says, consider this a fucking warning. Oh, sorry, wrong person. And the person goes, who's the right person? Who the hell's the right person? Yeah, I that's scary. All right, moving on. That's what we got here. This is if it's what I think it is, because there it is. It's the last one I got for round 3 here from friend of the show, friend of the universe, Jason Jester. And
Hey, man.
he just says, what a wordsmith.
Hey,
And it's a
Jason.
picture of Walt Whitman. Yeah. It says, it's a picture of Walt Whitman. And it says, teach a man how to fish, and you could bang his wife every weekend. Walt Whitman. I believe he actually said that. I this is not a joke. He said that shit. And that's all I got for round 3. We've brought turkey in. Hey, Sizemore, do something funny.
Something funny.
That
Round.
wasn't it. All right, moving.
No, I know. I don't know if I am funny, TD. I don't know sure what to tell you. Fred, going into the penultimate round with Corey Showtime Robinson. Again, if you're not following Corey Showtime Robinson, friend of the show, you're missing out. He just said, hey, nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's going to die. Come watch TV. Friend of the show and founding Zaddy, George Hussein Cruikshank,
No one says that.
has reposted
No.
Jake Silvertongue Disco Elysium Lost Gun posting, which has a drama. And it says, Shen the bird. Boss, what is the problem? Coworker, pointing to me. That guy stole my thesaurus. Me. He peddles falsehoods. I love a good headline. Human leg found abandoned on New York subway track. I don't know if you saw this news story. Said it was a leg, and my friend Aaron Gupta said, New York is back, baby. It's the stuff that's true that's funnier to me. Friend of the show and founding Godzaddy, George H. Cruikshank. He's reposted this Hillsong Church founder confusing Google search bar and Twitter. So Brian Houston types into Twitter, ladies and girls kissing. Are we following it? Because Hillsong's a big Christian church. Anyway, so he says, and then 16 minutes later, he says, I think my Twitter may have been hacked. And somebody's captioned it, 16 minutes before realization and half-assed hacking excuse afterwards are the icing on the cake. Thank you, courtesy Minnesota Department of Propaganda. And if you're not following the Minnesota Department of Propaganda, because we had seahorses earlier, here's a 2-panel of seahorses. One seahorse says to the other, I saw a land horse swimming once. And I was like, who the fuck do you think you are? Okay. Here from friend of the show, Jason Rotzel, international sign of a man over a trash can tossing 3 balls, and it says, another juggler gives up on his dreams. This next one's from friend of the show, Steve Kuchel, who says the purpose of a meme is to disturb the humorless and to humor the disturbed. Thank you. Thank you all, my friends. Friend of the show, Aaron Dobbs, posts this slam dunk from Coates at oddthisday.bskysocial. Said, daughter tells me she heard today that if you wear a band t-shirt, especially as a young woman, and a man says to you, name 5 of their songs, the correct response is name 5 women who trust you. So I pass this on in case any of you need it. This next is a 4-panel cartoon set in the future. So the girl says, "What was the name of that TV show? You know, it starred a guy from another show." And the dude who has like a chip on the side of his head said, "This is why I don't keep my memories in my own brain like a sucker. My Neuralink brain implant stores my memories in the cloud. I have perfect recall." Doesn't Elon Musk run that company? I'm not sure I trust him with my private data. Look, I'm not saying Elon Musk is perfect. Memory update in progress. But when I was 6, he pulled me from a burning car seconds before it exploded. I trust him with my life. From onegianthand.com. Trust him with my life. Kristen Yunakis, friend of the show, making another appearance from a post from Alyssa Danielle, says, "Any room could be a panic room if you just give me a fucking second." Hanging out with Kristen is fun too. She just ran the open mic. I don't know. We had our first open mic here since October, people. And we got to go up. TD's going up this Thursday. Very exciting. Kristen Yunakis, what? Again, reposting MacGyver at the Andrew Nadeau, says, "Me, you can't fly, LOL. Penguin, you can't get someone to mate with for your life. Laughing my ass off. Me." Penguin, dude, don't cry at the zoo. From borderline memes to borderline dreams. Thank you. Owen Anderson, friend of the show, has reposted Cassandra Politzer Wiseman. Says the televangelist from Arkansas claims Satan is engineering Taylor Swift's marriage to Travis Kelce so she can give birth to the Antichrist and launch the apocalyptic 1,000-year war against Christ. Must she do everything? And during a world tour? 3 more in this round. Friend of the show and founding zaddy, George H. Cruikshank, says, "Low key want to tag my ex." Says, "You better fill the void where your heart should be, or they're going to put a Dollar General there." 2 more till the post with the most. Skeletor making another appearance in the show. Caption, "Some days I'm all just like, whatever. And that's okay." All right. I thought there were more Skeletor fans here. And finally, for the penultimate round, 2-panel, it's captioned, "Humans in a bedroom start having sex." And we have the 2-panel of the woman with the close-up in the eyes, and it says, "The spider in the corner of the room. Nice. Now eat him." That is my irreverent round 3. Now just saving our post with the most. Back to you.
All right, here we go. The post with the most. My post with the most this week came from Deconstruction Girl, friend of the show at Deconstruction Girl. And I think this is a 2-panel from The Office, but I can't be sure. Steve Carell is labeled God, and he's talking to a woman who are labeled American evangelicals. And God says, "You became nationalists?" And in the second panel, he says, "When I specifically asked you not to." And that's my post with the most this week. What did you have, Brain Damage?
Obviously, Eddie Guerrero being my favorite wrestler, I cheat to win. So being a special guest, I had to do one quick and one long. So I got Roasted Like Ever Comics, and it has one guy with his hat on backwards, and he's got his hands up, and it's got a fencer with his fencing tool all in homie's face, and homie says, "Oh nah," I said, "On God." And then, all right, so this one I just got to tell you, I was looking for a meme to send my coworkers because I was tracking one little guy all day, right? And then I stumbled upon this thing, and then I'll tell you what I'm gonna post with it. I forgot to post it. I forgot I had this, right? And it has the family circus, and it has little homie. He answered the phone inside the house, right?
Right.
And then so he jumped out the house. He
Holy
ran
shit.
down, got on a skateboard, ran through the pool, went and went up and did like a TP and went outside the yard, back inside, jumped over a thing, went through the tree house, over the neighbor's fence, bothering this guy that's painting back over to his own house, and his mom's right over there, by the way. Then he goes and runs and jumps and bike on a bike, and then he's running and playing with toys and over a bench and then through some swings and around the corner, and then here he comes, and he finally comes up to his mom, and he goes, "Grandma wants to talk to you on the house phone."
I remember
Meanwhile,
those days.
Grandma's in there waiting for 5-10 minutes, going, "I know my poor sweet grandson went straight to his mother, and now she doesn't care about her poor old mom over here waiting on the phone." Meanwhile, this fool, yeah, but it was all inspired because I was trying to track Rusty all day, and yeah, so that's my post with the most.
Well done.
Nice work.
Well done.
TD, wake up.
I'm awake. I ain't passed out yet. Moving on.
Hang on, I've lost my controls. Ah, there we are. Controls.
You never had them.
I know. Boom. TD.
Okay. Nathan W. Pyle posted this, and it says one of the most Star Wars things you can do is turn your lights off and look inside your toaster. And it's a picture of looking just straight down the coils of a toaster with no lights on it. It really does look like some Darth Vader hallway looking shit.
Right.
Oh my God.
You've seen Rogue One, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And that's all I got. That's the post with the most.
I'm doing this after the show.
Oh yeah. I'm doing this like soon as we get done here because yeah, I'm ready enough. Let's do okay. Over to you,
Holy
Sizemore.
cow. Mine was this to go with those sneakers. It's a gold lame diaper with a great big blue star-spangled T on it.
It's really speaking to his base.
Yep. And a lot of different comments here, but yeah, let's see, about, I don't know, 80 some people, 8 comments, 6 shares. Definitely a lot of people feeling the diaper.
Did we do it?
That was my post with the most. That constitutes a fully legally registered, wholly accountable episode of Facebook for the Blind for February 27, 2024. We love you. Mwah.
Love you, George. Great job, Brain Damage.
Awesome.
Right on.
It was a good
Recording
show.
stop.
Thanks for listening to an episode of Facebook for the Blind. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.